Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Iron Nest. My name is Ross, and this is going to be a very interesting game indeed. This is a heavy artillery simulator, kind of similar to Redcon, but instead of controlling an entire fortress, you're only in control of a singular gun. Now, what I will do real quick, because the game is a slight bit loud, audio. That's the volume. Yeah, please pull that down to like a nice 50%. That did not save, did it? Like, whatever. So, basically we are in control of this, well, this little guy. This absolutely massive turret walker type of design. And yeah, we have to calculate solutions, we have to triangulate positions, and blow up the enemy. Today we will just be basically going through the tutorial. I played this game like a motherfucker yesterday, so I do know what we're gonna do, but it's still gonna be very fun to do. So, first of all, we have this little board right here to refer to whenever we get confused on what the hell we need to do. So, very briefly, we need to read our orders. Let's just go do that first. I command to Iron Nest. Glory to Castile. Plot your fire trajectory to the target on the map. Fire your choice of shell at the target. And, right, we are at B255 and the target position is I533. So I can press tab and then we can have this little checkboard to, make sure that we have the correct information. We cannot write this, unfortunately. So, number 2, we need to measure the distance. So, here we have our board, and we are at B255, so we are right here. This is where we are. And the target is at, let's see, I5. I5. God, would you be surprised? 3-3, right there. So, what we need to do then is simply draw a line to that. Boom. So, now we got a bearing and a range to the target. Right, what do we need to do now, you think? Now we need to actually calculate that stuff. Since this is the first mission of the tutorial, it is not all too intense and confusing. So yeah, let's just jump straight into it. So, input distance to target, let's just do that real quick. So we need to dial up 7.36 kilometers. 7.36 kilometers. We cannot do the bearing and stuff. We're gonna have to do that outside of this panel. We have this little chart here that tells us how many powder charges we need for the different ranges. So 1 powder charge is gonna get us 5 kilometers, 2 powder charges to 10, 3 to 15, and so on and so forth. We're at 7 kilometers, so we need 2 powder charges. And then we pull this lever to get a nice calculation of the stuff we need. So, time to start doing some other stuff. Now what do we need to do? Now we have calculated, now it's time to load the gun. So then we have this big lever. We can fire tear gas, let's maybe not do that. Let's fire HC, right? So then we pull this lever forward to load the shell into the breech. God, that is amazing. Alright, and we needed 2 powder charges, as it says right here and right there. Calculated powder charges. So boom and boom. Pull those 2 levers to get the powder charges to fall down. How many powder charges do we have? 38, more than enough. Right, we pull this lever forward to push the powder charges into the breech itself. And there we go. That is the loading completed. Let's just sit here and enjoy this animation real quick, right? It's so fucking cool. And that's it. The gun has been loaded. Now what? Now we need to elevate the gun to the proper elevation. So here I actually have a little map. So we have the map / warboard there, the receiver for our orders, and here is the elevator. So right here, this is the elevator. Now this little calculation panel did actually give us our elevation needed, and we also got it from some other stuff. But so we need to pull this up to 44 degrees. So about there, 44.16. We can use these levers Yeah, we cannot use the right gun in this part of the tutorial. We use this for, like, you know, quickly changing the elevation and whatnot. Then we'll use this wheel to fine adjust it. Wrong way. 44. Might just take a little bit. 44.16. There we go. Sorry. Alright. Next up, what do we need to do now? Now we probably need to rotate the gun, so we're actually pointing in the right direction. And then we head over here. And what do we do then? Right, we take the bearing into consideration. So we need this number to match this number. And so we need to reach 67.5. So we just pull this lever, or we could use the wheel to fine adjust it. There we go. 67.5. There we go. And everything is ready. Our fire mission is confirmed. Our range to target 7.36 kilometers. That is correct. Shell type, we're firing HE. Can't really dictate that yet. Bearing 67.5. Oh god, I'm terribly sorry. I am so fucking tired. I stayed up way too late last night. Gun is armed and ready. Alright. So now we pull this lever to prime it. Alright, and fire! Five seconds till impact. 3, 2, 1, and impact. Target destroyed. Beautiful! Hooray! And there we go. We have officially learned the basics of Iron Nest. Right, sir? Alright, second tutorial mission. I think we'll just go through the tutorial now. Yes, I played through the tutorial, so I don't really need to, but we'll just do it anyway. It's funny. Monster strike on Mercy Ward. Ooh, alright. God damn it. Alright, what is our next objective? Yeah, we'll just wait for that to check out. Let's just do some other stuff in the meantime. Fire an AP shell. We don't have... yeah, we can't load the second gun yet. Alright, what are our orders? A spotter in the field has transmitted polar coordinates to a target. Plot the target position, then plot a firing solution, and fire phosgene gas. Oh, okay. Let's just click to write that down, and we'll go over that in just a little moment. Phosgene gas. Wonderful. Now, Iron Nest B255. Always the same. Always at this little pin right here. So, spotter number 1 is at F7-12. F7, up here, -12. Target, well, okay, target. Spotter is right there. And now, target number 1, the target we're firing at, is bearing 087 from spotter number 1 and 8 kilometers from the target. 087, so he is up here. 087, something like that, and 8.12 kilometers away. So, now we need to calculate some stuff. 87 and 8.12 kilometers. Correct. Alright, now we got the distance to him, right? Now we need to calculate our distance from the target. Boom. Alright, so now we got 2 coordinates. This one is not so important because this is for the spotter, but we need this. So, same thing again. Our range, 12.7 kilometers. 12.75. Wonderful. We need 3 powder charges because it's over 10 kilometers in range. Bearing and stuff we cannot change. There we go. Thank you. Push this shell forward. A shell of phosgene gas. Let's actually check this out in the meantime. We need bearing 60... okay, that's not even that important then. We need 3 designated powder charges. and hold this lever forward. Right, now we can start working on everything else. Bearing 66.6. There we go. And an elevation of 51 degrees. Gun is ready and loaded. Pull her way, way, way up. And now we can basically just sit back and wait. And we can just make sure all our calculations are as they should. 12.75 kilometers, 66 degrees. Yeah, looks about right. Just waiting for that number to tick up the entire way. And then everything should be ready. Fire mission confirmed. Range 13.7? That's not correct. Alright, what exactly... Oh, no, you're right, because we did this. We didn't match this correctly. My bad. You see? Easy mistake to make. 51 degrees flat. There we go. 12.75 kilometers. Correct. That is the range confirmed. Shell type phosgene gas. Bearing 66.6. Correct. Gun is armed and ready. Left gun, prime it, and fire! 15 seconds till impact. 10 seconds till impact. 5, 3, 2, 1, and impact. Aha! Wonderful! Beautiful stuff. Mission success. Oh! Hooray! I'm not on this board, am I? Oh, I am. That's funny. Alright. Now we get another mission. So that taught us, that we need to calculate where the spotter and, the angles from the spotter first before we do our own stuff. What is this? Castile's mechanized wonder. I'm guessing that's referring to us. Very interesting. Oh, alright, we got new orders. Got new orders, Captain. Spotters in the field are transmitted bearings to target. Triangulate the position and fire HE on the target. Glory to Castile. Reconnaissance report. IRNS position B255, the usual. There we go. Alright. So, same as usual. We are at 5-5. Then spotter number 1. Right, okay. Spotter number 1 is in D5 39. D5 39 up there. Spotter number 2 is in H299. H299 up here. So, target is bearing 89 from spotter number 1. So here, and we need to just calculate 89 degrees. So like there. And the target is bearing 0.26 from spotter number 2. So somewhere up here, bearing 26, so like that. And there we go. We have now triangulated the enemy coordinates. And now, right there. There we go, 66.3 and 8.6 kilometers away. Wonderful. Pull this all the way down again. What was it? 8.64 kilometers. Wonderful. We only need 2 powder charges for this one because it's not all too far. Now we can start doing this stuff. So we will be firing HE. Bearing to target 66.3 degrees. Target is unknown as of this point. And pull this. Alright, there we go. So we need to load a HE shell. Oh no, I have no shells left. Shit, alright. Well, we need to go and buy more. Which we do right down here. It's very simple. Right, so yeah, you can see here in the drum that we got nothing. We actually have the second gun now as well. Still nothing. So what we need to do is simply grab this HE and request this. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to mention, by the way, I do deeply apologize for that. This is a demo of the game. Everything you see is subject to change. And if you see any weird graphics, any glitches, stuff that doesn't have sound, like that stamp right there, just remember, it's all subject to change. This is a demo. The game has not even come out yet. This is just basically me showing off the game because I think it's really fucking cool. Alright, that is everything done for the gun itself. We need 66.3 degrees. That's basically nothing. Then we need to elevate the gun all the way up. But we need to wait for the gun to close and everything. And that is just about it. So we need an elevation of 51 degrees. That's quite high. No, yeah, I'd say like there. Should be fine. Oh, she's going. She is going. Also, just for the sake of it, while we're waiting for the gun to elevate the whole way, there's a downstairs. Like, look at this. No, unfortunately, you can't do much of anything around here because, yet again, it's a demo. But, Jesus fucking Christ, look at that thing. I think if I were to stand here, I think I'd die. I don't know how much recoil this thing technically has. I mean, this entire game and whatnot, for those who are a bit of history nerds, you can tell. This turret is based on the Bismarck, the 380mm turret of the Bismarck. And so, I mean, if it's a 380, that's a lot of recoil right there. I think that'd be death. Wrong way. We need to pull her down to 51.84. Might actually be a slight bit off because I did not calculate exactly enough. Fire mission is confirmed. Range 8.64 kilometers, correct. Shell type HE. Bearing 66.3, correct. Gun is armed and ready. Prime the gun and fire! Jesus. Alright, 5 seconds to impact. This might actually just slightly miss. And impact. Target destroyed. Nope. We did it. Mission successful. Woo! Let's go! And now the gun needs to go back to a level plane so we can actually load it. What the hell does all this say? Oh shit, that's cool. Alright, another mission. I want to just check real quick. Alright, we're on 18 minutes on the recording. This is super fun so far. Alright, what's up? Castile's mechanized wonder. Same thing again. New era of warfare. Officials declare as rival nations scramble to respond to the unveiling. Jesus. That's fucking intense. Oh shit, a valve blew. Wrong way. I don't know what exactly that does if some systems don't really work, but there are a bunch of valves and stuff like this that you kind of need to keep an eye on. Sometimes they blow if you mess stuff up. Like if I'll just show it off. If I do this. Yep, like that. Bad. Don't do that. Don't do that. And we also have a little engine down here. If we just open up and check. Aha. Which, yeah, we all also have a bunch of valves and lamps we can turn off and whatnot. This has not been a big issue so far, but it probably will be later down the line. Now, let's see. We'll do this mission and then we'll end the episode. Right, so. Yellow numbers equal distance from the... God damn it. Find the target using impact recon photos from the battlefield. Fire a star shell to L588. Inspect the impact recon photos. The impact recon photos, yellow correction markers. Right. We'll do that in just a little bit. We'll do that when we get to it. So L588. So as always, L5. L5. 88. Boom. There we go. And now we will be firing a star shell at the target to illuminate the area. You know how when we fire a shell we get like a little, like a photographic map to show where, like, you know, the target damage? That's basically what we'll be doing. Right, so 10.7 kilometer range. 10.77. There we go, we need 3 powder charges of this. We will be firing a star shell. 72.3 degrees. 72.3 degrees. Target is unknown as of yet. Fire a star shell. Ready that stuff. Actually, yeah, we'll stand here and wait with this. While the powder charges and whatnot are doing their thing, then we'll, yeah, we need 3 for this one. Alright. First run forward. And while we're doing that, we need to calculate this. 72.3. Kinda similar area again. 72.3, alright. An elevation of 43 degrees. Wait for this to unlock. 43, so just below there. You can see the little gold marker there on the handle. Alright, and that's just about it. Then we're gonna fire a star shell, and then we will be able to tell where exactly the target basically is. You'll see it, don't worry. So, 43.08. Boom. Alright. Fire mission confirmed. Range 10.77 kilometers. Correct. Star shell confirmed. Bearing of 72.3. Correct. Gun armed and ready. Prime gun number 1. And fire. Alright. 10 seconds till impact. Well, okay, I say impact. It's not an impact. It's a star shell. 2, 1, and bang. Ta-da! So, basically, now, the target is 2.84 kilometers this way. So, what we do is this, until we reach 2.84 kilometer distance. 2.84, so we'll say it like there. That's probably correct. And now we'll have to triangulate our way to him. 8.27 kilometer. What did you wanted me to fire HE, right? Once target is spotted, fire HE. I think we can fire another star shell, right? Just to illuminate the area. Alright, so we got new bearings and stuff. 8.27 kilometers. Wrong way. 8.2. Come on, 7. Thank you. We'll be firing a star shell again, bearing 80.4. Target is still unknown. Ready this instead. It's this one we need to look over. Bearing 80. Bit far. That basically did nothing. God damn it. 80.4. Wonderful. And then we need 2 powder charges. We got 28 left in storage. That's more than enough. Ram that bitch forward. Ready. I can't ready another shell, can I? It's okay. It's so fucking cool, that reload animation. I love it so much. Right, so we're gonna fire a star shell down here now to basically see where exactly the target is. 49, so like there. Isn't this game cool so far? I hope you're all enjoying this as much as I am. This shit is so cool. I am thoroughly enjoying it. Alright, we're on 24 minutes, so yeah, we'll blow this stuff up and then Unfortunately, we have like 2 or so missions left of the tutorial, but we won't get to do that, unfortunately. 6-2. Alright. Everything should be as is. Fire mission confirmed. Range 8.27 kilometers. Correct. Shell type star. Bearing 80.4. Correct. Gun armed and ready. Alright, and fire! Now we're immediately gonna prep the next shell. Oh shit. Well, something happened. Alright. And boom. Alright. So what is good is we need to do the exact same bearing and everything. But now we need to fire a HE shell instead. God, look at that. So yeah, we have a civilian riot, and yeah, it's a bit like that, you know. It reminds a bit of Redcon with, you know, yeah. You gas people for fun. So yeah, we're just gonna be blowing up a civilian riot. Ain't that fun, hmm? Right, load 2 powder charges. I do also deeply apologize for anyone that was really hoping and expecting War Thunder today. But like, this game just came out, I have to show it off. It's way more enjoyable. As how we're doing on shells, we got 2 star shells, and I believe that's a HC. Yeah, it's green. That's HC. If you're wondering, did I go up in points? No. If you're wondering what other shells we can get a scout plane, which is quite cool. We can buy more powder charges, armor piercing, star shells, smoke, and high capacity HCE. I have not had a use for high capacity HCE yet. The game has not told me I need it. So there is that. There is definitely that. Alright. Fire mission confirmed. Range 8.27 kilometers. Correct. I'll just check to make sure everything is as it seems. So, shit. Don't think it really matters anymore, but it's too late now anyway. HC bearing 80.4. Gun is armed and ready. Prime the gun itself and fire. Alright. 5 seconds till impact. 3, 2, 1, and touchdown. Target destroyed. Hooray! And there we go. Yeah, yes, as I said, that's not truly the end of the tutorial, but this tutorial is a little bit lengthy, and so I do deeply apologize. But nonetheless, that then just about does it for this episode of Iron Nest. If you guys would like to see more, then please let me know, because I would love to record more of this. This game is so unimaginably fun to play. But that then just about does it for this episode of Iron Nest. If you enjoy the kind of content that I make, then do be sure to leave a like or leave a comment to show your support. And if you want to go the extra mile, then do be sure to subscribe, because it does help me out a lot. But until next time, I'll see you all then. Bye bye.